So, guys, please come forward. So I have to start. We don't discuss. Yeah. Can I take machine learning? Somebody else take. Somebody else take. It's not hard. Can you come forward? You guys should come forward. First off, and Kingsley. Pressure on plastic. Pressure on plastic. That's wrong. Let's be safe classification. It's not really classification per se, like yes. Yes, so Mr. Lindsay. Yes, so what did we do last week? What did we do last week? Oh?
Text representation.
Thank you.
Good
lie. Text representation. So, summary of last week's class. Summary of last week's class. Anybody? All of us that are here now are around. No excuse. Anybody? See, this almost so. I want us to look at this class. Anybody? No. What would you last week?
This presentation, I came in late.
That's the excuse. Hi. You came in late. That's why. Nice excuse. Well, who wants to help us? Who wants to just say something about representation? It's just last week. So if I ask us what we did, what we did first week, nobody will remember. You tell me text processing. Okay, first off, let's try. Yeah.
I think basically we did a representation, how text can be, how we can represent text.
Oh, we can't hear you.
How we can encode textual information. Like she initially started by asking us if we just passed in words into logistic regression, and then said no, because it's words. So then she talked about how when we get these words, the ways we could encode them, or basically represent them. And we talked about label encoder, one-hot encoder, then label binarizer. So we just talked about how we could actually encode text. Yes, then we had a code lab where she was a project that she worked on, and it was based on drugs. So we actually looked at some text preprocessing steps, again, like a refresher during the project. But I think it was just basically the different, the different ways we can represent text and when should they be used. We're talking about ordinal, when we have ordinal variables, categorical variables, and knowing what type of representations, whether one-hot encoder, label encoder. I think that was it.
Thank you very much. We were going to do text classification here. But anyways, from from the term self-classification, what do we think self-classification is about? An obvious. What?
Is either classifying traits into yes or no or classify one category and another, two different categories.
Yes.
Separate.
Yeah, so what we're doing, so it's supposed to be a refresher on machine learning, not text classification, machine learning. So a prerequisite to this class, I remember I said that you have like some knowledge of machine learning, yeah, and some maths stuff. Yeah, I believe everybody has a very, very little knowledge of machine learning. So today we'll be starting with machine learning, just to refresh about machine learning. So someone should help me with the definition of machine learning. So this is going to be very interactive because we're very small. I don't know what to do. Yeah, someone should ask me. I know, yeah, I'm supposed to be the teacher here, but we're all teaching today. Actually, we're all teaching. Like, so most of the stuff on slides, like people just stand up and talk about it. It's a refresher, like we're refreshing all of us, not just you, just you. Yeah, so who wants to help us with what machine learning is? Hi, I forgot your name. Sunday. Okay, do you want to help us?
Machine learning.
Can you, just don't show, can you try to be
Basically, machine learning can be divided as the ability of the machine to perform tasks using previous experience.
Any other definition? Yeah.
So, in the general definition, machine learning is a process by which the machine depends on the consequence how it says.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just repeating what you said. Any other definition? Any difference? Any contrary? Yeah, so said according to this guy, they call him AI time. Yeah, so he says that machine learning is a field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Yeah, that's right. So I remember the first class when I was talking about NLP. We did introduction to NLP, and I was talking about NLP systems, how they are built, or how NLP has progressed from like the 80s to now. I talked about how they used to use traditional rules, then machine learning, deep learning. Yeah, so we know that for like to perform tasks without machine learning, yeah, you have your data and then you want to like write some specific rules to perform. So this is like, let's say this is your data, then you have a task. So let's say you want to, what's the example? I can't remember the example. But then you basically write like a lot of if-else statements just to like write a program, a lot of if-else statements, like handcrafted rules. If this is this, then maybe this should be this. So let's use this thing for example. You want to classify a cat. So you want to say that you want to classify between cat and dog. You want to say if it has this kind of tail, it has this kind of color, if its eyes is this, then maybe it's the cat. If this is this, then maybe it's the cat. So you have your data, you have your program that you've written, and then it gives you your output. But for machine learning, you have your data, its outputs, and then you want to learn like some sets of features, maybe. So you want to learn the program, like program being the model. So you feed this your data with your outputs into your let's say into your model. Yeah, into your model. But then this program basically means like having some patterns in your data. Yeah? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand the difference between traditional programming and traditional programming? Like I said before, you have your data and you have your program to give you output. When you have your data, you have your output. And then you want to learn some patterns in data, whereby when you are given like new data, you can make predictions on them. Am I clear? That is anybody. So what are the categories of machine learning? Yeah, so we're supposed to talk now. I don't be asking questions and tell us the answer. Because I said it's a refresher. We're all refreshing now. Yeah, so anybody. Cool. Yeah, that was. Categories of machine learning. Anybody?
Supervised learning. Supervised learning. It says supervised learning. Supervised learning and self-supervised learning.
That's correct.
Reinforcement learning.
Yeah. Can you put self-supervised learning board? I think I got everything. Okay, yeah, so what's supervised? I know it's on the board, but just pretend like it's not on the board. So what's supervised learning, guys?
Training and
Today I said pretend. You Okay, yeah, so what's supervised learning? Can I help us? What's supervised learning?
systems giving data and already known targets.
Yeah.
So it's meant to learn from that. That's supervised learning. Supervised learning, basically targets is given for it to make predictions on new data.
Okay, yeah, so it's right. So supervised learning, you have your dependent and independent variables. And you want to predict. So you have like so you have your x and your y value. Okay, y is the time. So y is also to be from your data. And then when passing your data into your model, you have this. Do you understand? Do you understand? Like I'm not going into technical details. Yeah, because I expect that you like around. So you have your x as your the x is dependent or independent. Independent. Y is dependent variable. Y depends on this. So that's supervised. So you are basically mapping this to this. You have your labels. Maybe that's the data term. You have your labels supervised. So what of unsupervised learning? Hey, you don't drop us.
All scholars study that. You cannot really put targets on can't make sense of data to first you don't have a target value, then the can't make sense based on the value the original value.
Who has another like who has an alternative explanation? So we're all learning. So if you are speaking, please try to be more audible and just that we're all learning. Yeah, we're just refreshing. So it's who has an alternative definition of unsupervised learning? Kings, can you help us?
It's just we have the data, we have it's not label in that sense. So we try to mix it up like how to come for that sense. It's not supervised. It's not label.
It's not label.
We're trying to of course explain to make difference in that sense.
Come back to that. So what of reinforcement learning? The person that told us.
I think the process learns by reward for specific action. So it's more like he learns that okay, if I do this, I got rewarded for doing this, I got penalized for doing this. So based on those sets of rewards and penalizes, it learns. It's like an environment that's not really familiar with.
Yeah, thank you very much. So examples of categories of
What's self-supervised learning?
so self-supervised learning is just like unsupervised learning, or it's so it has some labels. It's not probably labels. I don't know how to really put it. It's not. Do you want to help us?
So self-supervised learning is like people have like image. That's why you try to generate target in the web. So what generate when trying to generate target values, so like you know, being supervised learning is we already have values and then the one values are generated. So this work of this is they sit people down to go try to
Manually label.
But then this time around, you can mask a portion of the image, the portion that you mask is not your target value, and the image that you mask is not your X value. So you don't have to give them to like so. So from data you can get target value.
But to be honest, sometimes I feel like it's still
There's still
like unsupervised learning. It's still very close to unsupervised learning. So there are just a lot, like there are just a lot of terms actually that people just come up with. Yeah, actually, I was talking to a researcher in that, but I can't remember his name. But like they're still very close. So it's still very very close to unsupervised learning. Like normally it should even be under unsupervised learning, but these days there's a lot of things that just come out like based on research here. So yeah, so categories of supervised learning, not like categories, maybe types that we know.
Is that not because
Just say what.
that's not
Just say whatever. Regression, yeah, and classification. Regression and classification. What about supervised learning? Methods? Clustering. Yeah. What's clustering? So do we know what yeah, someone want to talk about methods of unsupervised learning because that's not my slide.
Yes.
Yeah, methods of unsupervised learning. So you said clustering. We want to talk about clustering.
Clustering is like it picks the data sets that are similar, like based on weight. So you have like a lot of data sets, and
How else? So you have data like this.
it picks the ones that are similar based on the features.
How else see? I'll just say what, like, illustrate what to say. Yeah, so we have a lot of data.
But I think in the implementation, it takes the distance between from one data point to another.
One
So
data
it-
point.
Yes, like the distance. So it checks for the shortest, the data points that have the shortest distance between one another and puts them in. And ones that have, so it does that.
Do you understand? I'm just illustrating what it's saying though. Yes. So it says that we have like sets of data points here. And then it finds like data points with very short distance. Yeah. And clusters them up. Puts them like in the same way. Yeah, so that's good. What other method?
Another PC is also the principal company.
I not explain that.
It's more like a dimensionality.
Dependency reduction of like say your features.
Yes.
All of reinforcement learning, not like methods or examples of how reinforcement, like some people use iron for a lot these days, so you'll be surprised. Like people they use for games, yeah. Cool, but people use iron for like so many things. They use iron for like okay, you guys should be talking. Yeah, so anybody wants to give me examples of what? Not games, not games, don't talk about games. Other examples that you've seen. Based on what it means here. So according to Festus, it says that RL involves rewarding, so you have an agent here, and you have like an environment, so the agent setting, and then you want the agent to take action, and you want to reward it based on the action that it has taken. Yeah. So what do you think? Give me an example, because RL can be applied to basically anything. Yeah, but even NLP, actually, because we're taking actions today. You have tasks. So any what? Okay, so I know they use arrow for like root optimization.
Yes.
Root optimization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Object detection. Yeah. So I'm not done with this, but I just what I was trying to do here. So you know how you have like an object here, and then you have, so basically the environment is like the details of, and then you want to be able to properly mask out a particular whatever. So it's object detection, it's segmentation, the right portion, the right patch of your data, and then if it does well, you again for games, like you know games now. Let's say games. What is it?
IBM chess.
Yeah, chess and stuff. So for like Go, that's the one that people sit down. And like it's so funny, like people sit down to watch it. Yeah. So you have like, so you know where your chessboard is now. So your computer is playing with, you are playing with against the computer, like against the agent, like the human. Yeah. So like based on like steps it takes. So like in the game, you want to reward. So if it goes here, and then maybe if the agent goes here, and maybe a pawn takes it off, he knows that you get a zero reward, so that's the right step to take. Yeah. So it will learn. It has learned that okay, if I'm going here, I should not go this way. Maybe I should have gone this way. So it's quite. I don't want to say it's complex, but I mean people have been doing it, so something to try out. Yeah. So that's that for the category. Oh, this is not working. Yeah, so we talked about, we talked about category of survival. Said classification. So classification, like yes, is just predicting. So you have like your data and you have your label, but then your label is a discrete or like categorical value. I think it's talking about classification there. That time. Yeah. Or supervised learning. What is it about? I can't remember anyways. But anyways, classification is just basically predicting a class or a category for your data. So we have an example here. So the example here is predicting whether a person is likely to default on a loan or not. So you have two classes here. Likely to pay a loan, you can present it as 0 because our computer only understands numerical features. Okay, some person like the text to it here. So likely to pay a loan could be 1, not likely to pay a loan could be 0. So you want to predict based on like set of features that you have. Do you understand? We understand this in like image classification now. You understand image classification?
If you have a third category, what will you label it as? 2?
What? You label it as 2.
In the third category?
Yeah, it's just a label. You get. So we made classification here. You could have 10 classes, you could have 100 classes. Yeah, so then regression. So regression is used to predict a continuous class or a label. Like so we know what continuous values are now. I think this class going to bore a lot of us because we know machine learning. See the professor didn't see in this class. So we know what a continuous value is. The real value, like so for classification, yeah. So let's say we have X, our data, person 1, person 2, person 3, and in the other place I said that to determine for classification I said the example was whether a person would what? Ability to pay a loan or not. Yeah. Let's say ability to pay a loan is 1. And inability to pay loan is 0. So let's say person 1. So based on the data we have, so we already have a data set of people that have paid loans, like paid loans in the past or not paid loans. So let's say person 1 paid loan, person 2 not paid loan, person 3 paid loan. So these are our passive like. Okay. If you have 5 passive, and then the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You understand? Yeah. But for so you have a set of features. So your features necessarily will not be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like based on, I don't know, based on, like, let's say the person's educational background, person's expertise, person had a job or something. Do you understand? Yeah. But for regression, so for regression, we can still use an example here. But here we can determine how much the person will pay back. So that's like a real value, like a continuous value. So let's say we want to know if how much the person will pay back. Maybe the person paid $9,000 back, and this person paid $8,000 back. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
So the example I have here is okay. So the example I have here is like, so you can do calculation based on whether it's raining tomorrow or not. Yeah, and it's raining these days. Yeah, you guys can just scrape weather data and
Unstable.
eh?
Unstable.
Yeah, I know you're good. It's for you to figure out. Yeah, but then the regression algorithm will be to predict the amount of rainfall. Do you understand? Yeah, we do. Yes. So, let's talk again. Give us 10 examples of classification and regression problems. I've given us like 4. Eh?
So you missed it.
No! Just give us 10. So randomly. Anybody. So if everybody should talk actually. So we'll start with today.
6 people should go.
No, 10 people. I think we're 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're 10. Wow. How did I know?
Let's start on the back.
We're starting with Tunde. So we'll go with Tunde, Samantha. Sorry, what's your name? Ayo. Tunde, Samantha, Ayo, Festus, Bruno, Kingsley. Okay. Yeah? Kunle. But you've been in the class, and I know you're not an NLP person. But then you understand. We're saying a lot. Tunde, Kene, Tunde, then Hope. Yes, so let's go. What? So you give us one classification and then.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now.
And they must be
Let's go. So you give us 10. Only you. I have a
Classification
little.
problem.
Yeah.
You can bring teacher when you get to
Yeah, you don't come and be telling me. I can predict whether I'll pass my exam or not. Then you now come and say, I can predict. Because you don't want them that for regression, I can predict what exactly. Yeah, I should not do that. Well, I'm listening.
So that's classification problem.
Yeah, whether someone get promoted or not, yeah?
Regression. You can bring the person in the house.
Predict the price
I
of
know I'll
the
say the simple one so that when you get to that,
yeah,
you
Samantha.
can bring the person.
There are a lot, there are a lot of problems.
With application, you can predict if the customer is a good customer or a bad customer. Like maybe you want to learn money from, you want to invest in money from the customer. And then for regression, you can predict like the price the person will spend.
Okay, good.
In classification, you can predict, you can classify like if the body is low or red. Therefore, regression can predict the price of the pizza or something.
Yeah, first of
I think classification you can predict whether a tumor is malignant or benign.
Sorry.
And then regression, you can predict prices, like maybe okay, let's go. I can use rainfall, you know. Okay. Price, basically, like anything that has continuous value actually.
You're just giving us one regression.
Okay, yes, okay, you can predict
With respect to
in data
NLP.
centers, like I think they have based on some features, they're able to predict let's say the output. So I think yeah, that.
Thank you
Save
for
us.
not saying anything.
For classification, so yeah, you can classify objects like vehicles or like stuff like model.
With respect to NLP,
Well, no,
yeah.
okay. So you can.
Can you see that? You guys, sorry guys.
So you can classify for NLP, you can classify different categories of language for you.
I didn't hear.
You can classify a category of language.
Yeah, language detection, I like that.
So for regression, you can predict if the language is correct or like language translation.
Yeah. Just pretend. Yeah, but it's good. Thank you for the language detection one. That's great. Yeah, keep it.
That's what then okay, yeah.
NLP, please.
Okay, looking at the text classification.
Can classify text.
Without the classification, text classification, then regression.
Okay, it's basically giving me my topic. Text classification. I say example.
Textual regression.
Okay, let me get some things like this.
Yeah.
Trying to spell two different classes.
Like topic.
Topic, yes, different topics classes.
Yeah.
So that would be classification. And then regression will have regression will have the amount of
Let's talk about regression. Just
Uh-huh.
let's talk about classification. This is what
Okay, basically classification can be used in probably what to and use the prices between whether if you are looking at the text, whether it's oil or water, and you want to know, you want to classify, looking at the document, you want to classify between oil and water or between two major
classes that document
Yes.
quality.
major
Yeah, that's close to what you said. Can I? Yeah, but it's pretty close. Can I? Yeah.
For classification, you can
Just talk about classification right now.
classify the reviews of a movie if it's good or bad.
Hey, nobody has said anything that since.
Too much
And we did
comparison.
say that like how many weeks now? Yeah. Okay, cool. Today,
Classify spam
yeah.
SQL.
Yeah, so
Can classify CRM tickets into
Okay. Thank you. Thank you everybody for your examples. So, okay. Yeah, this is another example of regression and classification problem. So for regression here we have can you predict the gross earnings for a movie? So in regards to movie data here, say predict that the movie will hit $100 million. And then if you want to do a classification problem, probably predict if the movie will win an Oscar or predict the ratings for a movie. Yeah. So text classification, yeah, it's very simple. Yeah. Assigning tags or categories in text according to its content. According to its content. Yeah, so this is an example, we use articles like some people mentioned here. So you want to like classify into what category it belongs to, food, sports, and what. And okay, so for that, what do we think would be our approach? If we want to classify these articles into these three categories, anybody? What? Okay. Okay, check the similarity of sentences. Do you have another one?
Oh, good. Maybe find it. Try to like set the dictionary for each of those tags and then check the frequency of words that actually match. Then based on that frequency, you have to start.
So like, so how someone uses the word in text and then assign it as a category. So for example, you say the day is beautiful, or you say things like that.
Okay.
How about counts the amount of times
food
appears.
appears. Yeah, that's
Food or related.
yeah, related. Yeah, so that's cool. So
Dictionary.
I was speaking earlier with Sunday about this sex for grade data set. So when I asked, I don't know if I said it before, I'm saying it again. Yeah. So when I asked on the group if anybody wanted to work on sentiment analysis or something, yeah, so there's this sex for grade thing that's gone viral. I don't know if it's still trending, but at that time it was everywhere. Yeah, so I was thinking we could just like get data set and then run sentiment analysis. But I know that most times the comments are usually negative. That's like one thing for me with sentiment analysis. Because I usually like, every time I wanted to work on something on Reddit, I'm just like, most people will just say negative things about it, and the data will be largely biased and stuff. Yeah, but anyways, I needed to like label the data, but data was not labeled there. So what me and Tunde thought to do was to do some kind of keyword matching and see words that are like prevalent in the. So you know how sentiment, that sentiment here works here. So you have like a lexicon. If you check their source code on GitHub, you have like a lexicon with some kind of words. And so I think they said that you could actually update it and remove some stuff if you want to. So that's just to label the data here. I'm just giving an example of, because I won't use it for like a self-classification project, but I really don't need a lot of feature extraction because I won't use neural network. Okay? But I need the data to be labeled. Actually, I need to label it into like, so I'm supposed to have like one data file where each line is a positive sentence, and then another data file where each line is a negative sentence. So two different data files. Yeah. So that is an example. So I was just going to use that to label the data. Just label the data. So eventually, like I'm not going to, so to pass my data into my neural network, I'm not going to remove stop words. Because I want it to capture context. I'm using word vector. I want to capture context.
I've seen something like that.
What?
I've seen something like that. Sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you do it.
Yeah, no sentence.
Just separated it. This is text. This is positive. I mean, sentiment analysis.
Okay, yeah, this is a positive.
It is something like that.
Cool. Yeah, so moving on. We all know what text classification is here.
Yes.
Yeah. So text classification. So there are different approaches there. I mean, when we're refreshing on machine learning because of this part here. So there's rule-based systems. We know what rule-based systems will be like now. Anybody?
Traditional text. So they're writing
Okay. So we have rule-based systems, we have machine learning-based systems, and we have hybrid systems. So for rule-based approaches here, we use handcrafted linguistic rules. Yeah, so it's just to so semantically find like relevant elements to a text. So identify like rather optimizing. So you have a text there, so you want to like define some set of rules. So it's actually very similar to machine learning anyways. Because I mean for machine learning you want to say that if this word is here, then this word is there, then maybe it's a negative sentence, a positive sentence. Yeah, but it's more I mean machine learning too has a lot of hand feature engineering, yeah? But it's more abstract. This one is more. I don't think this is not. Machine learning is more abstract than this, I think. Yeah. So you want to just define rules that okay, if this is this, then like you have. So you have to. So for this one, you have to like take into account maybe some grammar, vocabulary and stuff like grammatical. What do they call it? Grammar generally, yeah? I don't know, like verbs, part of speech and stuff to like classify text, yeah? But so an example is, like we said earlier, you want to classify articles into sports and politics. So you have a list of words that characterize each group. And you want to like classify the text based on like, so that's what Kenneth said now. So you want to classify like based on like the frequency of words that are associated with sports in your sentence. Do you understand? Yeah, so basically for this approach, you want to classify the group with the highest frequency. So like let's say we have a data, for this data is, we have like 5 lines. So this one, we have maybe 10 what do I call this now? 10 words here that have to do with sports. And here you have like 10 words that have to do with politics. We want to classify it as this as sports and politics. But then words have different meanings here. And like a word that you term as a sporty word might have a different meaning that might even relate to politics. Do you understand that? Yeah, so I mean this does not always scale because it doesn't capture the semantic content of our data. Even for machine learning, when you use neural networks, or when you use word vectors rather, word vectors are better because they capture like context, like words, context in like sentences and stuff. So if you have like a sentence, we think the word vectors in 60 categories. If you have like a sentence, this word will most likely depend on the word that came first. Do you understand? Okay. So, yeah, so rule-based systems, they require like domain knowledge of your data. Like, you probably won't need like, you need a linguist, you need an expert in that domain or something, like maybe stuff. It's time consuming, like to start writing if-else statements or stuff like that. It doesn't make sense. Just when you have like data, how does that scale here? And it requires a lot of analysis and testing, like a lot of analysis. It's difficult to maintain, it doesn't scale well. So you have like a set of rules, then you now want to add a new set of rules. It might affect, based on what it is, it might affect like the rules that you created before. So it doesn't scale well, it's just a waste of time. Yeah. So for machine learning based system, yeah, it basically makes classification based on previously observed data. Like we said before, you have like so you have like a data that you train your model on that has been labeled, but then you want to make predictions for data that is not labeled based on what your model was able to learn from your trained data. Yeah, so okay, yeah, so this is what I said. Use pre-labeled examples as training data. So you just learn associations between one text and then the tag. So why, like you want to know why, give me an example of a sentence. What? A positive sentence.
I am happy.
I am happy. You want to know why I am happy will get, give me a 1, and why I am sad, give me a 0 or 0 minus 2. Yeah, so, but what if you have, I am happy, then you have I'm not really happy. Oh, okay, I don't know. I mean, it's still feature engineering. Like, it's still like the downside of using or and feature engineering and tech ourselves. You're not using word vectors. Yeah. Because if you have like a word like I am not sad, and you have I am happy, I mean, yeah, the word, the sentence, it might actually classify and not sad as, because it has seen, so it might actually classify and not sad as negative. Why? That's saying sad and that's saying not. But is that a negative sentence? I'm not sad. It's happy. Yeah. So, what?
So I'm not sad.
Means you're not sad. It's actually okay, so who wants to talk about this? How training classify machine learning? It's on the board, like it's here. So. But I want someone to just explain.
Use features, the same sound feature.
Yeah, something like that. Not really. So feature extraction is you have like a set of features there, and you want to get the most relevant features of your data that will help your model to get data. You understand? But then for feature, I think it's actually very related. For feature engineering, you have to like a lot of processing still. So I think feature engineering's aim is to like extract features for your model. Yeah, it's wrong. But anybody wants to like go through? We did this last week now. Yes? Even if you do not remember the topic that we said last week. Yeah. So everybody wants to go through this first. So what's the, I mean, you can see feature extraction here. So I said here, the first step towards training classifier machine learning is feature extraction from your data. You can't like, Mura said it last week, you can't just pass in your data like that into your algorithm. Because computer doesn't recognize words and stuff. Yeah. So who wants to talk about this? Should I read it out? I should read it. I should read out. Somebody now talk about it. The first step towards training classifier machine learning is feature extraction. The method is used to transform each text into a numerical representation in the form of a vector. One of the most frequently used approaches is bag of words, where a vector represents the frequency of a word in a predefined dictionary of words. So I'm even have an example here. Someone should just stand from it. So just talk about it, even if you don't know it, everybody gets
What did they say? Bag of words.
Bag of words. Yes, someone didn't tell us about it. Because we actually read this last week now. She not talk bag of words.
She didn't.
She didn't die. So I'm not supposed to die. Okay, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Yeah. I don't have an example here of bag of words, but I want someone to just, Bruno, we'll answer your question here, but I want someone to just talk about this feature extraction. I said something on it before now, so just tell me what we're doing. Just repeat what I said, just tell me what we're doing. I want us to talk after. If you say it now and you're corrected, someone corrects you, you don't forget it. You learn. Yeah? I'm waiting now, guys. This guy is sleeping. You guys are so boring. Oh, you're thinking about, okay. What's the now course now?
No, you said for business and
Kingsley is always talking. I don't have to call him. But you see, I have to say, first off, do you want to help us? Or Tunde, do you want to help us? Or Samantha, do you want to help us? Kingsley is always talking. You need Kingsley around us. Now we have to start doing Yeah?
That's what you say. I'm not like, so, last week, the fact that the machine can't understand.
Can you hear me? I guys don't care to hear.
No, I'm trying.
You're trying.
I said the machine can understand text or words. So they need to do words, then code or transform into numerical forecast, maybe like numbers classes. So now, instead of having the way that we now transform that text into words, into numerical information. And most times, and of course, there's different approaches.
Yeah.
And still have a voice.
What are the other ones?
And there's
Who wants to go the other text representation method? One of them could be, yes?
CFI.
No, explain one of them. Yes, if you want to, doesn't mean that if you want to say something before you don't say something, I will not ask you to worry.
One more thing, code is just like,
Okay, that point.
let's say a text now, let's say home, just a simple text or word. So just one more thing, coding, like, let's say you have like 16 characters. So you have 0, 1, 0, 1. A place that representing that code now, which one here? Then that is your code. Other ones will 0. But that's one more thing.
Do you understand what letter coding is? Hi. You know what letter coding is? Which other? You said CFI there, but I talk about this.
I don't remember what it is. Inverse document frequency, I know that. Then the first part, what's that? Temp frequency. I didn't really get to what you were saying last. But I think it's, I don't know, let me try. If I fail, I think
You won't feel.
so I think time frequency, I think it's based on more of like, I think it takes a fraction between the frequency of the words in the total, like, space.
So I think it's more of like weighting words with respect to like the documents. To be honest, I really don't fully understand TFIDF anyways.
What is the last one?
Wow. See someone taking notes.
Yes.
See someone taking notes.
The initial use of time frequency that's meant to look at how words will go, across the words. But that's not, but because when you have some stop words, you have words that they're not relevant. They keep on the current things. So now the other call that is here, idea. So it tends to analyze or not like give less importance
attention
those
to.
that's the people.
Yes, it's like weighting the significance of or the relevance of words in like a document. Thank you. Thank you for saying. Thank you for explaining to us. Which other word did she mention? I can't remember. What? Legal binarizer. Don't worry. Thank you. Anyway, so the back of what the example we have here. Maybe this is a dictionary. Can we see the word? This is a dictionary. This is the not. I know they are all stop words. This is the not awesome bad basketball. I want to correct it. This is not this is actually a basketball. Sorry. This is not basketball. This is also we have following vector representation as. So here let's say how many common words do we have here? All of them are unique words here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7.
Are they 7? Yeah. So our text is this also. So where we have this here, we'll write it as like A1. Okay. Because we have this here, write it as A1. Is here, write it as A1. D is not in our text. We will represent it as a 0. Not in our text, represent it as a 0. Also is in our text, represent it as a 1. Bad is not here, we represent it as a 0. Basketball is not here, we represent it as a 0. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Who wants to give another example of how we can represent it in this way on the board with your own dictionary and your own text? Yeah. I didn't hear you.
Dictionary is space. The document is space sentence. Like when you say back of words, the document is like
Back of words. So back of words. So back of words is like you have like a text, and then you want to like go through different windows of your text. So you want to like predict stuff based on like surrounding text, like so back of words, out of words. So let's say you have a text. You have a text here, and then you want to let's say we have this text, this is also. So once we produce like a center word,
What's pretty cool?
a center word, like this is based on this Windows size. So okay, let's use this non-sentence here. So we have like, we can specify like different Windows sizes. Let's say we have like a Windows size of 3. Okay, so we take just this 3, and from here, sorry, we have Windows size of 2 rather. So we take these two words here and 2 words here. We want to predict this out of this. We want to predict it out of these 4 words that are surrounding. Do you understand?
I think that's the same way multi-vec does it.
Yeah, continuous back and forth. So you have a sentence like this here, and then you want to predict the center word based on the surrounding words. So you define a window size. If your window size is 2, okay, window size is 2. You look for the 2 words before that word that you want to predict, and the 2 words after the word that you are predicting. Okay. If your window size is 3, then it will be we here. So after this now you move. So if you want to predict if, you look at this 4, then you move. You want to predict week, you look at these 2 and these 2 here. You move. You want to predict half, you look at these 2 here and these 2 here. Is that better?
Let's continue.
Okay. So we talked about feature extraction here. Just representing our text in numerical features, basically. So for our machine learning algorithm, we give it our training data with vectors for text. So let's say this is your text vector, and then you have your tag. Your tag is like a discrete value, like let's say 0 or 1. It's just a scalar value. Yeah. So you have your inputs. These are your extract features, what we did before. Then you have your features, they take into you pass into your algorithm, and then your model, your algorithm lens will like give you like a model. So you pass it along with your tags, your X and your Y. So I should have put the code snippets here, but it's in my notebook. Anyway, so you define like your dependent variables as X. I'm sorry, you define your dependent variables as X and your independent variables as Y. You specify them like differently. Do you understand? To pass into your model. Do you understand? So for your tags, when you're not extracting features, they are just scalar values. Do you understand? See, if you don't understand, tell me seriously, I'll go back. Yeah. So we have your text, you extract your features, transform it into like a set of vectors. Because your tags are scalars already, they are numbers already. There's nothing you are extracting from it anymore. Or what you can now do is like, let's say, so for instance, let's say you have predict spam or not spam. You just assign. So you say you assign every word, every tag that is spam to 1, and assign every tag that is not spam to 0. So that's still like it's still like transforming, but it's not like it doesn't go through the feature extraction method or the text encoding method. It's just something that you just define. So if you have like a data frame here, you have a data frame and you have words, you have the tag column, you have spam and not spam. And just create another column that for this portion of your data frame that has spam, create a column and assign it to 1. So for this other portion that does not have spam, create a column and assign it to 0. Yeah. So I mean, this is just like a machine learning pipeline. Yeah? So after training, so you train like you have for your data. We all know this. You have your train, your validation data, and your test data. Why do we divide our data?
I think most times when you divide it into validation, because after you train, I think you use your validation to do some model or tuning,
Yes,
basically.
parameter tuning.
Parameter tuning. Then after you now tune it, you now use your final
Test
data.
data. Yeah, because you don't want your, so usually some people use, like, you use train and test, but then you don't want your test data to fit on your model. Yeah, so that's why you use validation data. So you use validation data to just tune your member parameters, change this, change that, and then you have like a fresh model or a fresh data that your model has not seen before on your model. Yes, so
Can't you just tell the training?
can't you just do it?
Like, it doesn't necessarily have qualification. Like, once you train your model, she doesn't need to understand that. That's what change again. So
You continue fitting to it. Like you continue fitting to it. So like you train a model, like the model will get used to the model will get used to like the data set. Yeah, so you need like another data. Like a new, like basically a new data. And like so you want basically you want your model to generalize on like data that it has not seen before yet. But if you keep using like that same trained data that you use, then like it doesn't make sense. Because the model has like it already knows patterns and knows everything about you. Yes, so yeah, I mean, well, we said this before. Okay, yeah, so after like extracting your picture, you take it to your model. So to get this predicted tag, you're getting predicted tags on scene. You're getting predicted tags on unseen data. For your test data, you are basically passing it into your model without labels. You are testing. Yeah. You are testing it without. You are testing it on your like the model on your data without labels. Okay. So we'll talk about this machine learning system. But what do you think hybrid systems are?
Like the needs of machine learning that
I think it is.
see hybrid, I don't know, generally maybe like hybrid is so existing classes. So the hybrid system the needs of machine learning
Yeah. So it's like yeah. Thank you. So you say hybrid systems are like a mix of machine learning based systems and like the traditional systems for tech classifications. And it will make your model better, yes. Yeah. But I believe that the traditional methods would now be infused into your feature engineering process or your feature extraction process. Yeah. So maybe it should not really be called hybrid systems. So for machine learning, you're extracting features from you're extracting learning patterns in your data to be able to do well on like machine data. Yeah. And why machine learning is different from deep learning? Because deep learning is like a black box that you give your neural networks just learn stuff on their own. But for machine learning, you want to like feature engineer stuff and then find out like write it out yourself, find out stuff yourself. Yeah. So text classification algorithms. So they are, these are not the only ones I see, but here I have logistic regression and naive Bayes. Yeah, because for the notebook I use logistic regression and naive Bayes. Yeah, so who wants to talk about logistic regression? Yeah. Who wants to talk about logistic regression? No. So, who wants to talk about types of regression? maybe if you come from the linear regression, simulation regression, maybe who wants to talk about Sam? Okay. Let's go. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I think legislation is a classifier that returns discrete outputs.
Why is it different from linear?
Because linear returns continuous outputs, like it's output and it's continuous in the sense that it's not ones and zeros, it more gives you real value outputs. While logistic regression returns
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So like you said already, yeah, logistic regression use it for classification. So for linear regression, you have you have a linear function here, w equals to y equals to wx plus b. But then you return a continuous value, and then what we want to predict is a 0 and 1. So but then for logistic regression, it has like a sigmoid, a logistic function here that pushes your output into you're going to take that logistic part. You're drawing the graph. Yeah, that pushes your output, the output of your linear function into a range of 0 and 1. Now that Festus has already okay. So again, the machine learning system for classification has 4 components. We said picture representation before. Yeah? Then a classification function, that's our sigmoid function, to compute our to make predictions rather. So we want to predict your label using your data, your x, so predict y. So y is our label and x is our data. So we want to predict y giving x. So we have like an objective function for learning. We know what that is there. We'll get to it anyways. So if you don't know what it is, start thinking about it so that you answer when it comes. Yeah, then we also have an algorithm for optimizing the objective function. Yeah. Gradient descent. So logistic regression, we train it first. So we train it using LGD and cross-entropy loss. And then the test. Giving this, you want to compute, like I said there. So giving a new x, you want to compute what the label, what the y will give. Yeah. So my side is 37 here because I kind of rushed it. But then I wanted you to because it's a refresher here, I wanted you to have a lot of details here so that we understand better. Yeah. But anyways, so you want to train a classifier that can make, so for logistic regression, you want to train a classifier that can make a binary decision about the class of a new observation. Yeah, but it's not always binary. Yeah, it's multinomial, where you have, it's multinomial. So you have different classes, but then for that, what we use instead of a single.
You actually
use a sigmoid, then you use
for different classes,
different
basic
classes.
Yes.
Instead. Am I right? I'm asking us. What's the difference between a softmax and a sigmoid? So okay, I'll get to that.
Yes.
I'll get to that anyway. I don't think it's right, but I'll get to it. So we have input evaluation. So X is our data, like our dependent variable. Yeah. Your text, basically. Your text. Let me put an example. Let's say we're doing sentiment analysis. I'm always doing sentiment analysis. I feel like I've overflowed with self. I feel like when you guys go, it's like I just care like this girl. So To be honest, I really don't like Express. Like, I've not worked on so many projects with I don't know why. Maybe because to me, it feels like a very basic task that you could do, like, for beginners and so. Like, there are more complex stuff in NLP with assessment analysis. Yeah, like, start doing, like, there's language generation, there are a lot of stuff here. So, let me use topic modeling, for instance. Let's say you have a text. So just give me an example of a text that falls on that spot. What? Nigeria is playing against Brazil. Yeah, Nigeria is playing against Brazil. So Nigeria is playing against Brazil is our X. Do you understand? Our X. But then we don't just pass it like that, we know. We encode it. We transform it into a numerical representation. Do you understand? So that's our X. Nigeria is playing against Brazil. Positive, maybe. Positive, yeah. So that's your X. Then your Y is, if it's positive, let's say it's 1. Your Y is 1. But then you have your vector representation. And Nigeria lost the match. Negative. Nigeria lost the match with your text. Your Y is 0. Do you understand? Because that's your label. Do you understand?
So I have a question.
X. This marker is not right. Sentence 1. Nigeria playing against Brazil. Sentence 1. That's X1. What's the next sentence? Nigeria lost the match. X2. What's Y1? What's Y1? What's Y1 now?
It's positive.
Y1 is positive here. What's Y2? What? Do you understand? I feel like you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm trying to explain how you represent your data before passing it to your model. So we have like an equation here that says y and predict probability of y equals to 1 and giving x. So I'm trying to say that x is your data, like your text without your text, and y is your label. Do you understand? Yeah. So for that example that I gave, Nigeria is playing against Brazil. Let's say it's a positive text. That's your x, but then it's positive, encoded as 1. 1 is your y. Do you understand? Yeah. So here we want to be. So the classifier output we define that as can be 1 or 0. 1 determines probability of that your y is positive, given your x. So here's an example, like I was saying. Let's say positive sentiment is 1 and negative sentiment is 0. Now we say y is 1 and your y is 0, giving like your text like this. Yes. So you have a training set, you have a vector of weights in the bias field. What's your weight? Or better still, how do we represent our linear function? So giving your x as your data to predict your y, how do you represent the function or the linear function basically? How does the model learn? Or how does the model learn to make predictions? You don't understand me. Yeah?
I try to get the question.
I'm not referring to cost function. I'm saying that giving your data x and then your label y, yeah, how do we define? So that's like supervisor here is like mapping x to y. So we have our data and your vector, and we have your y. So how do we map this x to this y? How do we get that? So the board here. What's W?
Weight.
What's our weight?
The weight is actually what you like. What you actually learn.
Samantha, you don't help us. Okay, what's our weight?
What you actually learn? Do you basically?
What are you learning?
Like your.
Let me see.
Like, which is what the priority equation which should relate to.
Thank you. expecting is on the board. It's just you want to map X to Y there. So you have like, so normally you have something like this. Normally for like linear regression, you want to map this X to this Y. X to this Y. The equation of a line normally is Y equals to MX. Okay. But here in our case, our M is our weight that we learn, and our C is our bias term. Do you understand? So weight is basically, like you said before, like the first diagonal places of each feature. So if I want to, it's just basically your model learning the importance of a particular feature with respect to your data set. So you have your X, you have your X as your data, you have your Y, then you have your Y that you want to predict. So you want to like multiply your X by some random feature that will give you that same X, that will give you that same Y. Let's make my screen. But let me just use it for you. You have your X. You want to map it to Y. And the equation of the line tells us Y equals to MH plus C, which for us is Y equals to WX plus B. This is basically like linear regression function. Yeah. So we want to learn this weight such that giving this X our data and adding this bias term, it gives us this Y that I want to predict. Don't forget that we already defined our labels already in our trade set. So you have this Y. Let's say this Y is 1, and your X is let's say your X is 0.3. This marker is not right here. Let's say your X is 0.3, and you have W. Are you listening? Plus B. Your X is 1 here. So we want to learn what value of W and B would give you. So when summed up, when you multiply this value of W times your X and add it to your bias term, what value of that will give you your original predicted, your original label? Do you understand? So your weight does that, so it represents how important like an NLP feature is. And your bias term is just like here it says that it's intercept. It's like a real number. So basically, what bias does is it just introduces some level of knowledge that you know randomly. So let me give an example. Say that they are told to classify. So you have, let's say you have a data set of, tell you this example, beautiful girls in the world, yeah, and then because you're a Nigerian, you want to say that Nigerian girls are more beautiful. So you just leave that, yeah, I know all about that, yeah, so you just leave that, just add that bias, like, to your, based on like what you know, what your model knows about your data. Yeah. So like I said here, so WX plus B equals to B. Normally you transpose your weights so that it matches like every corresponding element in your data and then the weight value. So normally this is what we do in linear regression, yeah. To give like, but then I said it that for logistic regression, our outputs are between, like it's supposed to be either 1 or 0 here. So we want to like find the probability, like we said before, probability of Y giving X. So we pass it through this sigmoid function, and sigmoid function here, it just basically specifies your Z and put it in a range of 0 and 1. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So let's take an example. So we know that if your Z is large, what would the negative exponent be? If your Z is large, What the negative exponent means? Negative exponent was 10 to 0, yeah? It will tend to 0 now. Yeah, so when you add 1 plus 0, 1 divided by 1. If your negative exponent is large, this value will tend to 0. Yeah, negative tends to 0. If your z is large, rather, negative exponent of your z will tend to 0. Yeah. So when you add whatever it is, whatever small value it is, let's say it's 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 over 1. Yeah, you get 1. So you can see here, it will tend towards. So let's say last you get something like 0.9 here. But if your z is small, the negative exponent will tend towards what? Towards 1. So
A large number.
what? If your z is small, your negative exponent will be what? Tend towards 1. Yeah. So when you add, like let's say you add 1 plus 1 to 1 divided by 2, that's 0.5. But basically it's going to tend towards 0. Okay, yeah. So because our outputs are supposed to be 0 or 1, so we define like a boundary. Yeah. So our boundary is 0.5. So we can say that. So we'll say that if our value falls between 0 and 0.5, let it be negative. Let it be 0. Classify it as 0 rather. Do you understand? Yeah. Do you understand? Do you understand? That's better. Yeah. So after passing this linear function, the output of your linear function C into your sigmoid function. Sigmoid function is just to specify it so that you get a value between 0 and 1 here. So because our real output values are either 0 or 1, our real output value is either 0 or 1, we want to define a boundary such that if your value falls between 0 and 0.5, you classify it as 0. As between 0 and 0.5. It could be anyhow, you just have to define it yourself. If your output value, the output value falls between 0 and 0.5, you classify it as 0. And if it falls between 0.5 and 1, you classify it as 1. Yeah, that's basically what it's here. Yeah, so this yes is just like, let's say yes is 1. Probability of y equals to 1 is x. If this probability, that's your output, is more than 0.5, then say it's yes, that's 1. But if it's less than 0.5, then say it's a no, it's 0. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I talked about objective function the other time. Let's talk about yeah. So how does our model learn our parameters? Not forgetting that parameters of our model are what? Our weights and our biases. Yeah. How does it learn our parameters? Anybody?
This gradient is
Okay, maybe not how it learns. How it learns to anyways. But how do you I think better question is how do you determine whether your model is doing well or not?
based on values, like using a cost function.
Using a what?
Cost function, objective.
How? Yeah, how does it work? Anybody wants to help Festus? Because I'm looking here. Anytime I'm asking questions, Festus thinks I'm talking to him. So he already starts to answer the question, even if he doesn't know. Anybody wants to help? Festus has answered a lot of questions today. Anybody wants to help? How do you determine whether your model is performing well or not?
So how far is it going to go? How far is it?
Okay, yeah, so You predicted, let's say you predicted, you have a true value already, like with your, you have a true value here. You have a true value, and then you want, you have a true value, and your model predicts this value, y hat. Your model predicts y hat, and then your original value is y. So to determine whether your model, whether your model is doing well, you just find like the distance between your original value and your predicted value. So like linear regression, you just like use like a squared error, or Manhattan distance, or whatever distance you want. Whatever you want, like use like depends on you. If you use any distance function that you want to use, yeah. But do you think that will work, or why won't it work? I'm asking you first. Somebody has not talked since morning. Why won't it work?
Why? Because they are. Basically, you're not predicting continuous value output. So you are checking the distance between. So it's more of like when you are doing continuous value output, that you want to check this distance between this predicted value. But like you want to check the distance between 1 and 1. It doesn't make sense.
It might be objective, but of course, it was just to revise the cost function. So if you have a model that makes a prediction and it compares your problem or whatever, your validation set, when it gets like the smallest cost function, then that's the best model that works. So that's what I got. So that's what's good or bad. When can you get the distance? Like when I get the least cost function,
but for linear regression, we use squared error. Yeah. But so based on Andrenji, like you said, yeah. So Andrenji said that. So in for logistic regression, yeah, if you use squared error, it will result in a non-convex, function, such that you have like multiple local minima, and then you want to find. So from like if you have multiple local minima, you definitely can't even find the global minima here. But then we want our functions to be such that taking steps. I believe we all understand what I'm saying. Yes. Yes, so you must remember. So what our function to be a convex function. So taking steps here, like he said, you want to minimize, you want to get the lowest yeah. So taking steps here, want to like, and then using a squared error will not scale for that. But it says that you should model it as a conditional maximum likelihood estimation. Yeah. So choose parameters W and B. Choose your weight and your bias that maximizes the log probability of your training data, giving your Y. Yeah. So this is the equation. Who wants to explain it? Yeah. So let's ignore this sum and averaging. Put this minus here. Can we also put this minus here? Yeah, put this minus here. So let's assume that y1 is what? Is 1. Let's assume that y1 is 1. If y1 is 1, then this part of I want us to look at the board, please. If y1 is 1, so don't forget, this equation has two parts. This part and this part. If y1 is 1, this part will be 1 minus 1 plus 0. This part will be taken away. Then 1 by this is obviously 1. So finding the log of a, should I say, finding the log of, like let's say you have like a large value here. Find the log of a large value of your predicted y. What will it result to? 0. Yeah. Thank you. But if y if y1 is 0, y1 is 0, this part will be taken away. 1 minus 1. 1 minus 0, sorry, 1. Then we have just this. So finding the log, let's say this is like a small value. Anyways, find the log of this should give you 1. Do you understand? We said before, ignore this part. If your y1 is 1, we ignore this part. You'll be finding the log of your, so you're finding just the log of your y predicted. Yeah, and your y predicted is large. Your this thing, the result should be 0. Yeah, do you understand? You don't understand? What do you say?
Is that a 0 or 0?
What?
Like, you know, you say you find the log of value. And I say it's either closer to 0 or 0.
Okay, so that's 0, 0. Okay, so that's 0, 0. Yeah. So that's like how do I explain this now? Okay, yeah. So that's 0, 0 to 0 or to 0. But then if you're so know what y1 is here. Y1 is our original value. So if your original value is 1, then the log of your distance, log of your predicted should be closer to. Are we saying it right? I think we're saying it right. His value is high, rather. His value is high. Yeah, his value is high. So the value can only be between 0 and 1. Yeah, his value is high. It's obviously going to be 1. Yeah. So if it's the log of your high value, if you find the log of your high value, it should tend to, what's the log of 1 first of all? 0. Log of 1 is what? Zero. You said 0. What's the log of 1? 0. So alright. Okay. But then so it will tend your your cost or your loss for that particular example should be 0. Yeah, it makes sense now, yeah? Does it make sense? I think it makes more sense to me now, to be honest. Now going through it. I think it makes more sense to me, yeah. So
go through it again, please.
Yeah, let me go through it again. So you have your original label and you have your predicted label. Yeah? So if you are finding distance, you want the distance between both to be 0, yeah?
Yes.
I'm not looking at this. Sorry. You want distance to be 0. Yeah. So likewise, if based on what you said, that if your y1 is 1, and if your y1 is 1, and then you ignore this and you find the log of y1, it gives us 0 or something close to 0, yeah? And that's what you want, because you have it.
But your predicted value, your predicted value going to be 1 or 0. To be, we're still thresholding the classifier. So it's probably going to tend towards 1.
Like, yeah.
Not really 1 and 0.
Okay, yeah, not really 1 and 0.
Like, but it's between 1 and 0.
It's between 1 and 0. Like, let's say it's
like
0.9. Yeah, but it still gives you, so even if it's 0.9, it still gives you a very, a result that is close to 0. So if it's not 0, like 0.0 something, or 0.1, but it's relative anyways, yeah. And like, if you change it, if your y1 is 0, so if your y1 is 0, you ignore this part, and then you find the log of this, which gives you 1. So the log of like a smaller value will give you 1, or something close to 1, yeah? Am I right? What's the log of 1? Is it particular? Like, what is girl saying? What's the log of 1? But then here it will be, let's say we have log 1 minus. Give me any value for y predicted. 0.2. Okay. So log 0.8 is what?
10 towards 0.
10 towards 0. So we still get 0 as the loss here. Yeah. So after getting that, so that's just like for one training example here. But then you want to find the cost function. So you want to find the cost function over all of the examples. Like let's say you have 100 examples. So you sum the loss that you get for each example. You sum everything and then you find the average. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that's basically what cross entropy does. Yeah, that's what cross entropy does. Yeah. So then I said it earlier that we have like an optimization algorithm. So it basically like determines how your model learns, like how your model learns the weights and the biases, like how your model makes changes with respect to your losses. Do you understand? How your model makes changes to your weights and your biases with respect to the loss you got. Do you understand? Who wants to explain SGD? Okay, not SGD. I will explain the SGD. SGD is very simple. Who wants to explain gradient descent? When I started, so what did they ask us? I said, does everybody here have experience in machine learning? What do we say? Today don't talk again. Thank you. Who wants to explain what gradient descent does? Given that we know what our cost function does now, what would the gradient descent do? Today your answer.
So gradient is like, since we have the optimization objective is to get the cost function actually. So gradient descent is like taking little steps, like little learning steps, and like alpha value towards where you get the low cost function. So like that graph, all you're just trying to do is take little steps down. I don't know the right graph or anyone there. So taking little steps down to where you have the new minimum on the x-axis. So you're trying to take little steps down to that part. Because you know when you get to, so if you're take for instance, if you are testing one that I think doesn't do minimum, if it's under little steps, so try to get the graph up. So you know it's moving away from where you have the minimum cost function. And I think that's where we are going to stop moving from. So the objective is get the minimum cost function, take little steps down to where you get the minimum cost function.
Get your cost function and then get your cost function.
Get your cost function. Take a little step again.
Take steps ahead. I'm just repeating what you're saying.
Get your cost function. Take another step again. If the cost function you get after the previous one is lower, then you see something right there, keep going down. So once you take another step, I guess the cost function is higher than the one you previously had. That means that you move away from the optimization. So you know that's your global move.
Yeah, so that's cool. Anyways, so to train our model here, how do we set our weights? I think we should start from there. How do you set your weights? Like how do you define your weights?
How do you define it, or what do you set it as?
Same thing here. What do you set your weights as?
Randomly.
I think we're randomly.
Like
I'm not fighting
it's
you.
not all.
I'm asking you now.
It's not all. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but like you have to define it first.
No, I think because actually we're actually using like estimates. You don't set your weight, but I think you're doing it from scratch.
Like from scratch, it starts.
But how do you think SQL
No, it does a random.
Yeah, okay, anyways. So for a convex function here, so for neural networks don't have convex, they are non-convex functions. So like you have, like I said, you have multiple local, so it might be very hard for you to like minimize your cost function, because it might be stuck in like the local minimum. But for logistic regression, it has like a convex function here. So irrespective of where you start, where you define your weights, like wherever you start, if you initialize, so there are different ways to initialize. Like initialize with zeros, initialize randomly. Like there are a lot of there's Xavier initialization here, a lot of initialization ways of it. So but for this, cause like our function is shaped like a bow. So wherever it is, it will always find its way down. Yeah? Yeah. So let's say you set your weight here as this. No, you don't set your weight. Like let's say your initial weight starts. Let me maybe I should use this. Initial weight starts from here. But then like the minimal weight that will give you the right prediction is at the bottom here. So you want to take steps from here. So you want to move, like you want to nudge your weight values or your weight and bias values such that it moves such that you get to this global optimum. Yeah, do you understand? So let's say your weight is set here. So you want to take like very little steps, large steps, such that your weight tends, your weight value tends towards this global optimum that I said earlier. How do we do this? You differentiate your loss, your loss with respect to your weight, your parameters, basically your model parameters. You use a learning rate. Yeah, so learning rate is what determines how large or how small a step. How do you start? How do you define your learning rate? Yeah, like how do you set your learning rate?
I think initially it's like default 0.0. Except that.
Why do you use 0.00?
Because you're very sure that like if it's a very like to grab the hand, if it's a very large learning rate, you can bounce up to exactly and then when you come back, you get there.
But we also know that our weight will not always, like, it doesn't have to start from here. Our weight will be here too. Yes. So if it's here, you want to move it in the negative direction. Do you understand? Okay, this is a rough example actually for it. You have, I want to use an x by y value. So something like this. You have a value here, you have a value here. You have a value here, you have a value here. Let's say this is our bracket. So let's say our value is 2. And then let's say like this is our picture. So and our label is 1. Yeah? And then this is what your model predicted. Your model predicted it as the right value is 1. The model predicted it as 0.8. But then the right value is 1. So you want to find out how much change you will make to like your parameters, like your weights and your biases, such that it shifts to 1. Do you understand? Yeah. I know I'm not placing it well, but I don't believe that. You get, so if you don't get, you go to get. Yeah, this is like going back. Yeah, for me, actually. Yeah. Because I mean, when you start to do research and like sometimes you forget. You forget why you're doing what you're doing. You just say that it works here. Yeah. You just say that it works, and then when you start using deep learning libraries, actually, sometimes sometimes you might even forget a lot of the basics actually. But you just say that you are going to call tf.this optimizer. Yeah, and then you're fine. And then what you focus on is tweaking model parameter tuning and stuff. Yeah. But then before we get there, let's understand the basics and yeah.
Gradient descent is like another form of propagation, right?
What?
Gradient descent is like form of propagation.
Backward.
What is backward? I don't know whether it's part of going forward.
Backward is part of going forward.
No, I don't form propagation.
Like neural network.
So backward is like updating your weights, basically. Like learning your way. So, okay, what I not say is,
Like-
we can talk about updating your way, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, so you have your learning rate here. So to update your weight basically is just your original weight minus your learning rate
Times
and your
your differential partial benefit of your cost function with respect to your parameter.
can you say it again?
Like
So your to update your weight, you get your previous weight minus your learning rate times
partial
the partial derivative of what? Of your cost function to your weight, with respect to your weight. So that's basically W minus this
no, it's to your parameters.
No, to update your weight now, you're not updating your X now, you're updating
Your
your
weight.
So it's W minus your learning rate alpha times DL over GW. Yeah, that's pop correction is basically your model learning. That's how we learn. Yeah, it's not like fault correction is just y equals to wx plus b. If you apply your objective, your sigmoid function, that's the forward propagation. Then like back correction is just deriving like time derivative of your loss with respect to your weights or your parameters to make your weights better. Yeah. It's just learning. That's just how your model learns here, basically. And then of course that's how your model learns, because your model will not just learn from y equals to wx plus b, because you don't know if it's accurate. Yeah, so back correction is to like learn how good or how bad the model is. Yeah, so stochastic gradient descent. Since we understand what gradient descent does, we should understand what stochastic gradient descent is here. Who wants to help us? Sam. Kenneth? Yeah? So you're before that film. Yeah. So usually, to perform your gradient descent, you can either compute the loss, like obtain of everything in your data, like all of your data, yeah. But then it might be complex, because you now have to, like after obtaining everything, you now have to go back like to find derivative with respect to something that you've done in the past, yeah. But stochastic gradient descent is just performing gradient descent, updating your weight after each example. Like after one example, you find the derivative of the loss with respect to the weight of the example. Then you take another example, you do the same thing. Do you understand? It could be mini batch. So mini batch is like you take like a section, you perform your gradient descent on that, then you update the weights. You take another batch, another portion, you do the same thing, and then until you exhaust all of your data. So it's gradient descent, but it's just like a different way of doing gradient descent. Yeah. Who wants to explain the algorithm on the board? It's like the stochastic gradient descent algorithm. Someone should come and try it. Just come and point out, even if it's reading what no, that's the thing. Who wants to try it? It's just to come and read what is on the board.
Just
Well, I don't think it's pretty sharp when I want to start.
So that's the thing, you will
Let me
not
show which of the classes I will not do.
you will never have to, seriously, you will never have to.
They don't even
In my
do
class,
this.
you will not have to write code from scratch. It's only machine learning class.
that's not understand.
Sure, no.
Yeah, but it's good to have, because when you go for coding interviews, they will ask you about all this. Like it's so funny, like the kind of question they will ask you about. They will ask you about this kind of, they will ask you about optimizers. and stuff, like very basic stuff that you think that no, I want to go there and show them that I've built it. They will ask you how to build it. You tell them I use TensorFlow, I use TensorFlow, you say, do not ask you questions about like the algorithms that are underneath. Then you now be like,
Wow.
hey, I just use import TensorFlow last year. And I just called the optimizer and so. Because the truth is that if you just learn, it's good to use TensorFlow, of course. Why not? You use TensorFlow and use stuff. But if you don't understand what is going on with it, when you run into errors, yeah, you won't know the problem. You don't want to start overflow. So everybody people are giving useless answers. Have you ever searched for something and then someone now tries to answer the question, but he's asking the questions and then you're still lost. Yeah, of course you always have to find answers on Stack Overflow, but it's good for you to know what runs with it, for you to know how, because I mean, you won't be building models for life there. You want to work with like a Google. I know when you work like a Google.
When did you from scratch? When did you do TensorFlow?
They optimize it. How do you think they make it better? How do you know? That's the thing. You
can't
actually. So if let's say you're working like a Google or a Facebook or whatever. So for all these their detailed libraries they have source code that is on GitHub that they write from scratch. So if they now put you on that thing and they tell you that okay, where is the scaling? You say where is true? Where is the scaling? How is Y here? How much is self dots? Yeah, so it's just good to understand. Try to do stuff from scratch actually. Like it's not avoidable, just try to build stuff from scratch. Don't build an RNN. So there's no problem. That's the thing. There's no problem with forgetting it, you know. There's no problem with forgetting it. There are a lot of things that are probably forgotten like that learned one time. You know when you're learning and you're writing. You're writing. And then they now ask you like in 2 weeks. You're forgetting it. But the truth is that you always forget. There's no ask anybody. You always forget things. I took this course. I'm taking this course, the CMU course, a graduate NLP course. And then the lecturer he's probably not like, I think the slides are very old. So sometimes just in front and he's like, what does this say again? I don't know why.
Assignment.
I did that a lot here. And he's really like, and maybe you just you go and put it on again. You just go and find out and you reach out to me. So it's normal to forget things. Like you have a lot of things that you have to do that will not even require this. But then it's just about going back. And another thing is like this machine learning. I remember there were times when I started doing machine learning. The times I would do a course and when I took it, I would watch the video like 4 or 5 times. I will be able to say, I will implement it, I will be able to say, but come to me like 1 time. I'm like,
who is Andrew?
No, I know Andrew. I'm like, okay, so after this, what we wait, but then the thing about this stuff is that eventually you know it. Like at some point you might not be able to say it word for word, but you understand. Even if you cannot tell people, you understand it yourself. You understand why. Like you know how I struggle with back propagation. Like right from time I struggled. I struggled with because I don't have a background in math. So like you write code your book, not on the Python. For this I in this W this like I struggle with it. Like a lot of people struggle. Even top researchers like they struggle with a lot of things. You don't have to know it. But for that moment, just make sure that you have an idea, you have an intuition of what it does. If someone asks you tomorrow that what's machine learning, you don't have to know how to answer it, except you are going for a job interview. You don't have to answer it, yeah? But just so that when you have a problem that you want to solve with machine learning, you know what to do. You know that you have your data X, you know that you have some ways to learn, and you have your bias. That's all. And then you have your Baba libraries that will help you to do whatever you want to do. You have your Python and you have your TensorFlow. and you have escalated, like you have the dots, yeah. Just know the intuition behind all these things. You don't have to like know it in depth. Yeah, but then if you want to do research too, except like if you want to do like in-depth research, you want to be like a pure researcher. You should know like a lot of theory actually. Yeah. So so much talk. Who will now come and say this for us?
So much
Let me try.
Okay.
So, yes, so we're reading out what is there. So, you have
Just read it down.
stochastic,
Because I'm saying it, so I'm going to read it out.
stochastic gradient descent. I think it takes in the parameter L, F, X, Y, and returns theta, where L is the loss function. So you pass in the loss function that you want to actually do your stochastic gradient descent on, then the function, then you pass in your function too, and then your training input and your output. So what it does is that it repeats till it's done. So it takes random inputs, that's random instances from your training set. That's for each iteration. And then it computes the prediction. So that's compute yi is equals to function of I parameterized by theta. But I think initially you would have already initialized your theta. I don't think we read that step.
Yeah, initialize your weights.
You have initialized your weights, then it computes that. Then now computes the loss. That's how far your predicted goes from your actual. Then the next line is, and now does the partial derivative. So if your partial, now based on the value you get from your partial derivative, you know how to move. So if you are moving downwards and you get like negative, like if you are moving and you get a negative, you know that okay, you are moving in the wrong direction. So you move the opposite direction of negative. Then if it's positive, you just move further in that direction. Yeah. That's actually what it does.
Yeah, so that's it. I don't like today's weekend. To just stand up. To just stand up and talk. Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing actually.
I don't know. I want to sort of know
To be honest, I'm actually tired. Okay, yeah, naive base. I'm just going to run through it. So naive base is a statistical algorithm for test classification. Yeah? Ignore all this stuff. These are like cons here. It doesn't. So the good thing about naive base is that you don't need so much. You don't need so much data. Because normally, you know, for in machine learning, algorithms need like a large number of data to learn well. Yeah? Yes or no? Yes, to learn well. Yeah. And like, if you have like billions of data, you need like GPUs or TPUs to train your models. Yeah. But then for naive base, your CPU is fine. I mean, for even like I train models on my CPU, even if it's usually slow. Yeah. Like sometimes even my system is faster than Google Colab.
I've noticed this one.
Yes, actually. No, like so there was a time that I was training a model on Google Colab. Once I just start to train, just crashes. It can be so annoying here, just see nothing here. It just restarts the runtime here. And I went to my computer and it was training fine. I mean, it took a while, but then it was good. My system was hot and making noise.
That's different.
Yeah, but it was good. Yeah, but Google Colab is good for people like us that cannot afford AWS credits. But if you can get free credits, do it. Okay, yeah, so back to naive base. So we know what Bayes theorem is here. I mean, who is a student of math here? Don't lie. If you're not in the state of math, you have done statistics at some point. Not just one in university. You know how you Kenneth? Talk about Bayes theory. You give probability now.
Yes, at the point in my life.
So what do you do?
NLP is basically what probability that an event will occur given that an individual event has happened. Like what probability that River will slap me given that
That's a rubbish right now.
That's really cool.
I'm not joking, anyways, not true.
yeah, it's like what probability that I'll steal this laptop given the fact that it's been dropped here. You get it. So it happens based on what happened before the previous situation.
Okay. What? Okay. Yeah. So that's, I mean, you said a lot. Yeah. So base theorem, what? So base theorem, you don't compute like functional probability that something will occur, giving the what? Giving the what am I saying? Giving the probability that another event and like individual events have happened. So you have like you said, what's the probability that I will slap him, given that he steals that laptop or something? Yeah. So probability, let's say probability that I will slap him is PS. Yeah. Given that he would steal the laptop. Given that he steals the laptop, let's say that's probability of L, like probability of laptop or something. Yeah. So let's predict S given L. Yeah. So how do we do that? Yeah. So how do we do that? This my line was supposed to be here. What did this thing? This line is supposed to be here. It's supposed to be probability of B. So okay, that's part of this slide. I was supposed to say that yes, but let me touch that before I go back. So naive Bayes assumes that each event is independent and it has no effect on other events. Yeah, so he believes that like every event occurs on its own. Do you understand? So probability that I will slap him it's not it's not largely dependent on probability that he steals the laptop. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. So it assumes that the presence of a particular feature in a class is unrelated to the presence of any other feature. Yeah, so it says it's naive, like it's a naive assumption. Yeah. So we have this example here. A fruit may be considered to be an apple if it's red, round, and about 3 inches in diameter. Even if these features depend on each other or upon the existence of other features, one of the probabilities they independently contribute to the probability that this fruit is an apple, and that's why it's naive. Okay, so I think maybe a better example is that he stole the laptop. He did not do his assignment. No. I want to use somebody that has not done the assignment. Because Kenny has done his assignment and he has done his project like this. He has worked on his project. So. But anyways, okay, I think this is even better. What probability that he steals the laptop? That's one probability. Then that was slap him, given that he steals the laptop, that's one probability. He has done his assignment, that's one probability. And he has done his project. I can like to infer that maybe because he has done his assignment, maybe I should just pardon him. But then what naive Bayes tells us that like the probabilities stand on their own. That his assignments So that his assignment should not affect me thinking that his assignment should not affect my decision to slap him. Given that let's say we have let me use 4 assumptions. He stole the laptop, he lied to me, then he did his assignment. So he did 2 good things he did 2 bad things So these 2 things the 2 good things that he did should not determine whether I will not slap him or not. I should not say that because he did his assignment and this project, I should not slap him for lying and stealing the laptop. So like they contribute independently, like all the features contribute independently to whatever your model needs, I guess. So this example, probability that a text message is spam, given that it contains the word cash. Yeah. So probability that a text message is spam, given the probability that it contains cash. So these are like marginal probabilities, PA and PB. Marginal probability of, so this probability that it is, so let's say spam is A and cash is B. So if I find probability that probability of cash in your text, or spam in your text, because spam is A, probability of cash in your text, because cash is B, and then so this is sort of, probability of B is cash, B is cash and A is spam. Yeah. So trying to see. I'm trying to see this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So probability of cash giving spam could be defined already, like in your data. Do you understand? I don't think you don't. You guys should tell me if you don't understand. You're almost done. This last one. Wow, we have a lot to go through. It's actually very short. Yeah. Okay. So it's actually very short. It's escalating. Yes. So escalating makes us happy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's basically this is the. I don't think I can like go in depth into what this does, but I know that to find the formula for Bayes' theorem is this: multiply the marginal probability of like the first element by this conditional probability. So this is a conditional probability. Multiply the marginal probability of this, because we're looking for this here, A given B here. So multiply, given that your data provides this, multiply this probability by this conditional probability and divide by the marginal probability of it. Okay, I think we should use an example, do that better. So one probability of spam, that your text is spam, given that your word contains cash. Yeah? Okay, yeah, this is a little better. Yeah. Given your word contains cash. So let's say this is our label. Yeah? This is our original label. Let's say this is our label, these are y. Yeah, so let's say it's 0. Yeah? So probability of cash or spam is something that we're trying to find here. Let's say that's x. And then you have probability of spam. We have probability of spam here. Yeah. Probability that let's say is spam. Yeah, and then probability that there's cash, like there's the word cash is in your text. Do you understand? You don't.
You do understand.
I know where you guys don't understand. I've studied you. So I know where you don't understand. I know. Hello. Yeah, so I know where you don't understand stuff. So I think I do. Anyways, so let's say these are y. These are y. Then so this is not y.
That's all.
What? These are y. Okay, this is something that we're trying to predict here. But then we already have, so cash giving spam is just like we already have like our data set, like our text data here. And then we'll have the probability that the message is spam. But then how do we define that?
Giving data sets.
Giving data set.
So the cash and spam is given.
Anyways, I just said that probability so this probability of cash could just be guessing data words or the no. I know what to do. I'm actually stuck on this here. I feel like anyways. So because I can't really decipher this equation here, I would just encourage that. Like I said before, I'll just encourage that we go through it. Yeah. To be honest, I can't really decipher the information. But yeah, you get what it does. Yes. True that I know what it does. I know what naive Bayes does. You want to predict spam giving cash, spam giving cash, and then you want to predict it based on like the independence of these two values. Yeah. But I can't seem to explain that right now. So okay. Yeah, so that's for naive Bayes. Yeah. Okay, so these are like examples these are examples of like we talked about examples earlier. Yeah, someone said language detection, someone said topic labeling, someone said sentiment analysis, and someone said intent detection. Intent, like let's say you have like a text and you want to know, like let's say you have like a text that someone writes or something. You have different speakers and you want to know what like their intent, what they intent, what's the intent first of all?
What do you mean?
What they mean? What are they trying to say or something? Something like that. Or it could be, it could be what kind of person they are based on like what they say. Yeah.
Language detection.
So language detection, yeah.
Like text me Yoruba.
Yeah. That should not be so hard.
This same as like let me know what is voice recognition now.
Voice recognition.
This same as like classification.
Yeah, voice recognition too should. Yeah. It's like classifying now. But it depends. So voice recognition is not just it's like a field, like a term on its own. So it could be for different purposes. Like I know someone in Nigeria that does, I don't know if you know Ubenwa. They do they detect some kind of disease based on like baby's cry. Yeah. So and like a lot of people also do that, like other stuff. So it could be what?
Asphyxiation.
Oh, okay, asphyxia. Yeah. So it could be that you want to classify baby's cry. And then the way voice data is like, it's usually like images, I think. Like images of the frame of the frames per what? Yeah, I've not worked with voice data anyways, but then it's usually like images of like frames per second or something, like maybe after 2 seconds, what it looks like. Yeah, so it's food, classification food work for that thing. And by the way, yeah, I know that. You want to say something?
I said I think the way they are doing all this text processing now, just like spectrum of what's going on. They just use the frame and then they train.
Yeah, like I don't know, maybe like you recognize the pitch or something. To be honest, I don't know anything on voice or speech because I've never worked on speech. I don't know if I know. Maybe if I work with Apple, then tell me to come and work on Siri because I want to sponsor us in the future. Yeah, I use Apple devices and Siri can be very annoying and yeah. So okay, yeah, that's so I'm going to say that. So when we started this class, people were asking about voice. I wanted to work on speech projects and stuff. I said I don't have expertise on speech, but I have a friend in Uganda. No, Uganda. I think it's in Uganda. But he does most of his work he does is on speech. I was talking recently, and he said he built a system, a model basically, that was able to detect pests based on the sound. So it's like maybe you put a device on like your leaves or something, and then you want to detect what kind of pests forms.
That will need data, right?
Yeah?
That will need data.
That will need
Data, right?
yeah, of course.
Where did you get such data?
Where did he get?
Where did you get? Yes, so to be honest, I can't even remember.
Wow.
I can't remember.
I can imagine.
Your data best noise.
I can't remember. Yeah. I think. But anyways, the cocoa is that
How would someone do that?
the cocoa, what I'm saying, is that he does a lot of speech. And I know I'm not asking, but of course I can easily just tell you.
Speech
You speak in another person.
So because you guys are so because you are a man, but you know an animal. I know a higher animal.
What? Why does higher animals anymore?
Like you
But
can
super
do
intelligent.
how doesn't make any sound was like they have no text on it.
But anyways, what I do is that
What is it?
this out.
Depends on what you can hear.
It depends on
Because
what
when
you
you
can
go down to lower
So,
frequencies,
we still have a notebook to run through, please.
But try not to do
They are failing at it. Anyways, so most of the project that he does is like for impact. Like he does, because he's in Uganda, and like there are a lot of, they have, I mean, one problem in Nigeria, so in but like most of the work he does, because he's a researcher at the university. So most of the work he does is around projects that make impact and stuff. Yeah. So I was just asking, for those that are interested in, if we're interested in speech, I can not bother. But I know there are like 4 people that have not come to this class since last year. So I could tell him to like give a talk, and if you have speech problems that you want to work on, I could tell him, depending on how easy or how to like give advice and stuff. And I also plan to like invite some other researchers to talk to us in November. One is Jade Abbott. Who knows Jade Abbott? She's on Twitter. He?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that name.
She's a machine engineer in South Africa. She works on machine translation and stuff. Yeah. And then there's another one, Dan Gomez. He's one of the researchers that worked on attention is all you need. I mean, transformers. I don't know what I transformers.
It's every movie.
Transformer P.
Transformers. It's like some high level aspect that will cover later for language. It's not just for language anyway, but it's for language. Yeah. So I'll see how we can get like all these researchers that have done work in stuff to come and talk to us and inspire us. No. Yes, actually, I would have actually liked some of them to like take classes, but I know that they have like a very high level of understanding of stuff, and we work with us.
So sometimes it's very nice, I swear. Because when you feel like you don't know anything at all,
and you see people that
it
humbles you. This one will humble you. Because some people are like guys that
just run away.
They have worked with Google and have done like crazy ass stuff there. But it's just good to meet people and know. And how do you meet people? Apply for conferences. Work on projects that you can submit to conferences and apply. Get grants, go, and you meet researchers.
Comment your code.
Yeah, you meet. Yes, comment your code. Sunday, this Sunday was slamming me this week. We're going to work on this notebook, so anyways. Let me just say what else. It's very short.
Not
To be honest, this is mostly, most times when I check online, I'm always seeing naive based and holistic regression. Like, other people use SVM transfer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So SVM, naive is what?
It's very.
Yeah, it's dependent on the size of your data
That's the
and
one.
your use case. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, so everything was supposed to be here in this slide, but this slide was getting too long. See what the intensity slide. Yeah, and then you can always go and read on it. I don't know.
Sorry, can you use 9 days for this thing?
No classification.
For what?
Classification.
For what?
It's fine. I've answered my question. Like,
I know what your data is. For another kind of data.
No. I wanted to ask for classification, like this thing, numerical class. It can be used here.
Yes, can be used now. It's just pictures. Like you have
Answer my question.
pictures.
And it's very good.
Yeah, so first I was going to talk about how Sunday was slapping me for not commenting my book. So me and Sunday were supposed to work on a particular notebook. Yeah. And before I sent it, or after I sent it to him, I was supposed to write a function and put it there. So I was just telling him that comment your code. I know students never comment his code. And it goes there. I think I sent him the wrong notebook where the notebook was still dirty and things were
He sent me a notebook.
things were just flying around. And so he just says, hey, you see, you're telling me to comment my notebook. Is your notebook commented? And I felt so bad. I was like, God. And you know the original note I was supposed to send to him, I made sure I cleaned it before because I knew he was going to say something, but Anyways, that's that.
Worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, so on that, see, I said before that me and they are working on one sex for grades stuff. Yeah, so if you have sex for grades, oh wow, tell us more.
Sorry. So you know there was this woman that said something about
Oluloyo.
visualization
Oh, okay.
with the sex for grades. So she said that if anybody could like get the names of places people are calling, so like universities people are calling in relation to sex for grades. Because you know like when it happened, a lot of people like, oh, come to my school, something like this.
Oh, okay.
And then visualize it. So that's what me I'm doing.
Oh.
But I didn't really prove.
Are they?
Like, this one, if you can get into all the lecturers that people are
Let's meet all the
and then
universities
check,
in Nigeria.
and then check the one.
Like, there's no need to do any visualization. Maybe just to find the
Because I had the idea,
experts.
and then I jumped because I was like, if you find the lecturer that was like 1 million times, you usually to prove to
You'd have done
But
it.
then
Like
you
to bring
have
awareness to like, oh, this university also has this problem, so somebody can like prepare it and do like proper investigation.
Okay, that's well, yeah, that's good. I always say that like, if you find projects that you want to work on, that you want me to contribute to or anybody, just talk to us on Slack. Yeah. Even if you don't know anything about it, but I think that it should be worked on, just talk to us. Me and any other person that you think. I mean, talk to me. I'll refer you to somebody. Yeah. That would like to work on that. Yeah, so I want to check something. I came for CS for too long. When it happens, yeah, so I'll just start. So it's escalated. It's nothing serious actually. I'm not going to run through it and then because time is against me. I'm
Are
starting
you
to
changing
understand.
dark light?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Tell them the
Yeah. So please, if I share my notebook with you, I'm going to even not
Lock
make
it.
anybody. I'm going to lock it. Like I wish I don't have it time. I wish I could open it. Someone just went created empty column, empty text and cell, text cell empty. Just moved, destroyed everything.
Why don't you leave that to people?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. That time I was like, let me just say this. Let me test these people, but they failed my test. So what I usually would, and what saying was that I downloaded the notebook already. So I know that I'll look for the person who can check the history.
But you can see.
Yes, now I didn't have time. I forget the person. Anyways, yeah. So you import. Oh, sorry, you said I should change. Yeah, I'm a dark mode person. My phone is dark.
How about your house?
My heart is dark.
Oh,
Someone said that if your laptop, your phone, your everything about you is a dark mode, then you're in a cult. You might be scared. But it's for my eyes actually. It's for my I don't like red. Yeah, so these are our imports. We use pandas, we use regular expressions, strings, numbers, symbols for visualization. What of it too. So you read your data in. So our data is like it's a text data. The text data that has it's for spam collection. So it has your text and it has the label just at the end of the text. Do you understand? I don't have an example of data, but it's just like okay, we'll see it down actually. But it's not a CSV. What I'm trying to do is a TXT file, yeah? So in pandas, you can read a TXT file like this, with pandas or written, and you just define your columns, yeah? So this is what the data looks like. Ham or spam, yeah? So these are texts. You don't know, say. But basically, this is what the text looks like. Yeah. This is what data looks like, yeah? So we clean our data, remove numbers, punctuations, lowercase. We all know this now. We know this. So our bad as is there. Yeah, now you get this. I'm just running through because we know a lot of tech projects. Like this don't look very simple actually because it's not tailored. So we split our data into input and output. Input and output. So X is data.x, which is our dependent variable. Then Y is data.label, the output. So this is what X looks like. And this is what your child looks like. Yeah. So you split our data into what? Trade and test. We don't do that here. Oh, I didn't do that here. Yeah, yeah. But then when you work on like cargo competitions, like you should try to use validation. How many of us even do cargo competitions there? Why not?
You do now.
It's a good way to learn. It's not like when, because I don't know. Cargo competition is usually like a rat race for me. Because I know I'll never win.
Takes time, so you need to keep it.
And then you have to keep, like today you could be on 20.
Now you are already there, so
Tomorrow, like JSM, because I went for JSM boot camp last year. People literally do not sleep. Because if you just do like, maybe you are number one.
Or you be hiding.
You just wake up. You just wake up and see that they've knocked you up to like 10 or something. So you won't have like. But it's a good way to learn. If you don't want to do like, and it's a good way to make money after you cash out. After I have to make money. Yeah, it's a good way to make money. Anybody that is in work now, like there's some competitions that will tell you like they'll pay you like $5,000 or something for those working.
see, there are things, if you have a model that works, the next competitions that come, at least you stay top 10 if you want to be best.
I don't know.
But before you get there,
There are different
so
use
like,
cases now.
let's catch your life.
It's different use case now. It's different data.
So the parameters I have to for a model.
But you have what you try to say that
So if I have black boxes, say, don't know.
yeah, exactly. Some people just use it as
So
your.
there's a limit.
But what I'm saying
Someone
is
have one submission, I'll be number one. Explain.
actually,
Person has a good tech and
also some people make that's why they usually limit number of submissions. Some people can submit like if they give some people they will submit to 100 times in one day. Yeah, but then most times people use fast AI. You know the fast AI like fast. Yeah.
It's fast to get on Instagram.
What?
I don't know, it feels. Is it the working with students that's already there? I feel there's no more work, like, just does everything for you.
It's not a competition you're doing. It's work. If you want to learn, you could use other stuff, but fast AI is just good. Like vocalization problem, okay? So this time, I think it was women in data science, Stanford. So they had this competition to classify whether an area had palm trees or not. Maybe 2 days after, people were on 0.98.
Was it right?
Image. People were 0.98. Me-self, I was 0.94. Why did I use fast AI? Yeah, but it's actually good to like test stuff, like if you want to just create a prototype or something. Okay, but anyway, it's left you can do what. But if you go for interviews and you can't tell them that it's fast AI, then you're own lost. But it's good, it's fast, and the guys that work on it are really smart. They even have a course. The good thing about the course is that they talk about the library, yeah, but they also explain things like index. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So we split our data into trade and test. This function in SQL, trade test split. You split your data into whatever percentage you want. So here, our test size is once our test will be 30% of our data. Yeah, so we simplify 0.3. Yeah, then it's just I just printed this out so to see our X train, our Y train. So X train, Y train, Y test. X train, X test, Y train, Y test is what this train test needs to return. Like if you check the associative account, they supposed to return this. They have some stores that they have to like chop it up, they could use maybe like they could just I don't know if you can indicate whether I think I can tell whether to shuffle the data or not in this trade test split.
Yes. Shuffle equals any random number.
No, that's random state.
Random state is like if you want to have the same.
You want to have the same.
You want to have what?
No.
When you trade test split, they're already shuffled.
Once you
It's already shuffled there, so you shuffle.
It keeps that
So
same.
you have the same. Yeah. You have
But it's always shuffled.
It always shuffles here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that would be like check their source code, see somewhere they wrote random, they shuffle, they slice the data, something. So that is what is underneath this trade test. You can always check it out. If you do Android, I'm sure you will learn this kind of thing from scratch. So you should, yeah. So this was data representation. So we encode our input data. Encode our input data using count vectorizer. We have talked about this last week. Yeah, so then we also SKLM has this logistic regression. So you see that you don't have to implement from scratch, but you can actually implement from scratch if you want to.
Things you get an approach like this and what you get. So why?
Because of bad implementation.
Now, it's taking years to find out what you want.
I think I should even tell us that.
To do what?
Implement logistic
Just
regression.
assignment.
Machine learning, but with you that I don't know it's here, come.
We passed the level.
Yeah, that's calm. Anyway, I will decide what to do.
Oh.
But I know that some guys here will still do it, yeah, so why not? But you guys, so you now stop the assignment. You now stop the assignment.
No, today.
Today is a good student.
Yes.
Even when he was not sure of the assignment, he still did something wrong. Yes, you know how you can just say, I don't even know which assignment she gave.
But let me
just do something.
I think.
Yeah, and it was good. Anyway, so you call this holistic regression. Yeah, you instantiate it. Then you fit it on your vectorized data. And like the vectorized data, so you vectorize your X-train value, your X-train vectorized features, your X-train features, and then your Y-train. Then you use it to predict. So after fitting this holistic regression on this, so this holistic regression is just like something in sklearn that has the original implementation from scratch implementation of holistic. So they have probably a lot of modules like a class. So it's very like a class where they wrote stuff. So if you want to like go and check it yourself. Yeah. So you fit to train the model. Then you use this model and try to predict on your test data. Do we get? So you just train, you say your model now, then you predict on your test data. That's very simple, right? Okay. Yeah, so this evaluation part, I'm just going to skip through it. So normally, I mean, this is not, for classification models, people like to use, to find the accuracy based on, I'm trying to find something here, on true positives.
What?
Sorry guys. On true positives, true negatives. Anyways. Yeah, so true positives, true negatives, false positives, and false negatives. So true positive is what is right in your model, and then what is observed in your data rather, and your model predicted right. True positive, yeah. True negative is what is false in your model, and your model predicted it that it is false. Do you understand? You understand it? Yeah. Then false positive is what is not right. And we present it to be right. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'll tell someone to explain it because I know that understanding through this stuff to me. I mean, at some point when I tried to understand, that was last year, I didn't really understand, but now it's very intuitive. So let's say, I think we should give an example. So let's do an example of true positive. Let's say in your data, it says that a particular, she's beautiful. It says that it is positive there. And when you predict that something like that as positive, it's true positive. Yeah. But if it says, that she's not beautiful, that's a negative statement. And when you predict that as negative, that's true negative. Yeah. But false positive, if your model says that she's beautiful, or she's not beautiful, is positive, like the positive statement, then that's false positive. It means that your model is positive, but then it's false, the false prediction. Yeah. So for false negative, if it says that she's beautiful, is a negative statement. She's beautiful. No, it says that she's beautiful is a negative statement. Yeah, it's negative. No, no, that's not the right. Am I right? Okay. It says that she's beautiful is negative. Yeah. Then it means that your prediction is negative. No, it says that she's beautiful is negative. Yeah, it means that your prediction is negative, but then it's false still. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So to find the accuracy using true positives and false positives and all that, you don't get the total of true positives and total of true negatives in your data distribution, and then you take divide it by total number of so you divide by total number of true positives, true negatives, false positives, and false negatives you have in your data set. Yeah. Okay. So I won't touch the session and record anyway. But it's something you could go and check. Yeah. So basically, what I did here was using this accuracy. I wanted to illustrate a confusion matrix. Who knows what a confusion matrix is? You don't share what you're saying with us. Yeah. So a confusion matrix to see the parts that our model got right. And basically, yeah, for me, I consider our accuracy is 0.986. 0.986. So it means that our model is doing good here. Yeah. So yeah, it says that this is after who will be details of this. But then we've gotten our accuracy.
Is there not to be like a third code? Because I think it is
What?
for the confusion matrix. I think it's
Yeah, so for naive base to use our DSP, you call this naive base module instantiate multinomial naive base. Yeah. So you fit it onto your vectorized data, your features. You train it, and you try to predict what's on your test. Yeah. So after finding the positives and calculating the accuracy, I'll get the same thing. So for logistic regression and naive base, he gave us the same accuracy, 0.986 and 0.986. I thought he did it. But I mean, you can always decide whatever to use. So you could try logistic regression if it works well for you. And like you can. So one thing you could do is you could have like different algorithms that you try out and see which performs best for your use case. And you could also like do ensemble where you like concatenate, merge like different models together.
You have some like
Yeah, so you have so there are other text validation algorithms you could do. Yeah, I think that was in assignment on something. Or do you want to do it?
So if you just need to add one more model to this one.
Don't ask me or if you listen. If you listen. I want to check the assignment.
The one they give.
The one they give me. Yeah, okay. Wow. So good. Yeah, so these are our assignments. Sorry guys. Yeah, so these are the assignments. Okay, so the same data set that you guys use, according to them, for that cargo data set, for that first assignment, the same data set, you review data set, still review them, that's what you're using. So, I mean, you do your regular test preprocessing. I know that some people just stop at this place. That's not fine. Don't think I will say that's fine. That's not fine. Yeah, so this is just text processing and text analysis, some basic analysis there. Then, I've already told you what to do, basically. The end goal is to do logistic regression on it. I said it. See, they said, let's try using another machine learning technique to classify these reviews. So let's try. Let's not that. I know you guys will say let's try. Anyway, let's try. I don't know, but this is all of the stuff that you guys have to do for this week. I gave us a break now. We didn't do assignments last week, but I wanted us to finish our assignments and then work on our projects. Yeah? So I think that's all for this class. But I'm so excited. Please, can we stop the video now? Yeah, back to we're going now. But okay, so for this class, I don't usually share. Please stop.